Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to talk about the word feeling deeply. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Today we're going to talk about 4 ways to use the word feeling. And if you enjoyed today's vocabulary video with Dan, feel free to enjoy and learn with our 1-hour vocabulary lesson every month in the Fearless Fluency Club. There's a link in the description. And let's start with our first way.
Feeling.
Yes. So I want to know, when you were a kid, did you ever go to hands-on museums?
A hands-on museum. Maybe once or twice.
Okay, well, can you describe what a hands-on museum is?
Well, basically, at a hands-on museum, you go and feel a lot of things. So you go to one area and you get to touch and feel different materials and different tools, and you get
Maybe animals.
Yeah, you get to experience the feeling of a lot of different things.
Yeah, so you already used the definition of the word feel, the first definition, which is to touch. And you can use these pretty much in the same situation. I like to feel the soft fur on my cat. I like to touch the soft fur.
Yeah,
I like to feel the texture.
Yeah, I would say touching is quicker.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe that's a difference?
Yeah, so if you touch something, it could be for 1 second, it could be longer, but feeling is more touching a lot of it. Get
Touching
the
for a longer
whole
period of
shape
time.
And, yeah, for a longer period and getting a better understanding of how something feels
Oh, great.
physically.
Great. So this is probably the definition of feel that you learned in school, or the most general idea. But let's talk about the second one and take it up to the next level. I want to know, Dan, how are you feeling today?
How am I feeling? Well, today I feel pretty good.
Pretty good today?
Yeah, pretty good. Not great, but I feel okay.
Why don't you feel great today?
I don't know. It's just a day.
Just a day. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
So yeah, obviously in this sense, we're talking about emotional feeling
Yeah.
or internal feeling. So I feel good today. I don't feel great, but I feel good.
Okay, that's fine. Just a
Yeah.
normal day. People asked me this a lot. How are you feeling when I was pregnant? Because you feel a lot of different ways. You might feel anxious or feel excited or feel sick. How are you feeling? So that's just a really basic question. But I recommend when you greet someone, unless they look like they're not feeling great, maybe don't start with this question. Instead of saying, oh, hey, how are you doing today? Don't say, hey, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
It's a little too personal, you think?
Yeah. How are you doing is more common.
Yeah, I think that's more common. So if you want to ask, how are you feeling? Maybe that's better as a third question or fourth question.
It's deeper. It's more about your emotions.
So, Dan, who do you think is going to win your hockey game next week?
I have a feeling we're gonna win.
Oh, really? Why?
It's just a feeling.
Do you see his gesture here? Just a feeling. Just a feeling. So his shoulders are moving, and that's really common when you don't really know. You're not certain. You can't say, we will win. But you just have a feeling, you have an idea. It's a possibility. So maybe you look outside and say, I have a feeling it's gonna rain later this afternoon because it's cloudy, a little dark, kind of windy. So you have a feeling, you have an idea. And this is the full expression. I have a feeling, I have an idea, but you can also use it in another way that's similar. Dan already used this. It's just a feeling. How do you know? It's just a feeling.
Yeah, it's just a feeling.
Yeah, so maybe...
End of story.
Yeah, end of the story. You don't want to talk about it. So maybe someone gives you a present for your birthday and you look at it and it looks like a book, it feels like a book, and you say, I think it's a book.
Yeah.
And your friend says, hey, how do you know? And you can say, it's just a feeling. I don't really know, but it's just a feeling.
Literally by feeling too.
Yeah, you can feel the book and say, it's just a feeling. So that's a way to combine both of these. But let's talk about the final way, a special idiom.
So, Vanessa, can you tell me what you did the other weekend?
Well, I went to a new kind of yoga class. I went to a mama baby yoga class where you
Interesting.
bring your baby to the yoga class and everyone there has a baby. And I tried to do yoga, but I didn't really know what it was going to be like because our baby's still pretty young and unpredictable. So I wanted to just go and feel it out and see what happened. And it was pretty good. I think it wasn't completely successful because he wanted to be carried a lot and he wanted to be fed. So I was a little bit distracted, but it was a pretty good experience overall.
So do you think you'll do it again?
I think I'll wait maybe a couple months until he's a little bit older, but it was pretty cool, I'd say.
Yeah. So if you notice, she used the term feel it out.
Yes.
And this means to try something, to get used to it.
Yes.
So in this case, she wanted to go to yoga and just try it. So in order to try it, if you want to say that you're really practicing, you could say feel it out, which means find out how it feels,
What is
it
it
looks like, how it smells in there, every
Yes.
aspect
Yeah.
of the situation.
I would say also that we often use feel it out, especially as a full expression. It's almost always together with it, feel it out. I went to yoga class and I wanted to feel it out. And now it's your turn to use this expression.
Yes, we want to know in the comments, what is something you have a feeling will happen in the next year?
Let us know. Use this expression or use the other ways of using the word feeling. Use this as much as you can. And thanks so much for learning feeling with us. If you enjoyed this type of video, back and forth, kind of conversation, vocabulary style, we make a 1-hour vocabulary lesson every month in the Fearless Fluency Club. You can check out the link in the description below this video to join and learn more as much as you can. Thanks so much, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Would you like to expand your vocabulary with Dan and I and express yourself more fully? The next step is to join the Fearless Fluency Club and become my student today. Click the picture to download a free sample lesson set. Thanks so much and keep up the good work with English.